So welcome back again, guys, and in this video we will be talking about the basic tags that are popular used. That are popular. So we will be looking at the heading tags, the paragraph tags, horizontal line, break line, bold, and underline. So if we can go to our last project, let me just delete this and start another one, HTML. So let me just say tags, for example. So the heading is tags. So if we can, for example, we start with the h1 with the h element. Usually the h element is used for heading, and it's for heading. So if we can say h1, and this is a heading, this is a heading. So I save this one, and if we can go to our web browser and we refresh, so as you can see it's text here, and we have our text, which is, we have our heading, which it's written, this is a heading, and it's h1 to be specific. It's h1. So h1, the heading tags, they start from 1 up to 6. So 1 is the big one in terms of size, and 6 is the smallest one. So if we can go to our heading here, and let me just copy this over and over again, paste, 5, 6, and if we can just rename this to 4, 5, 6. And remember, if you open with h1, you also need to close with h1. So in here I'm just trying to show you the difference between the sizes of the headings. So if we can now go right ahead, save this, and go to go to the web browser and we refresh. So you can now tell that the size is slowly decreasing. Oh, sorry, I forgot to change here, so people can tell that this is h2, this is h3, h4, h5, h6. So now you can tell that the h1 is the biggest one, and h2, h3, up to h6. And I remember on my first year asking what happens if you write h7, and actually I was never really given an answer, but the lecturer just said you should go try it. I did try, and the text was small, but it was pretty much, it was equal to this one of 6. So if we can just give it a try, and do an h7. So coding, guys, it's all about trying new things. So you shouldn't focus on what you only receive from people. You should also try putting new things and see what happens. So as you can see, it is bigger than this one, but the font style, it's different from any of these ones. So it's like thin, iyonzile, this one, compared to lamanye. So you should try other things. Yendi lokuvele labathi yenda lokhu kuphela, and then kumele ube flexible when it comes to coding. But I'm remove this one, since in general the heading text starts from H1 up to H6, so I will remove this one. And the second popular tag that is mostly used is this paragraph tag, the P tag. So in most cases, if for example you are reading a magazine or any other article on the internet, you see the heading most of the time it's big, and then the paragraph is small. So that's how we usually do things, so that people can be attracted to the heading. So and this is a paragraph, so automatically the paragraph tag or the P tag, in size it is small. This is a paragraph. So yeah, in general the P tag is small in size. So now I have the H1 tag and I also have the P tag. So if you can come here and refresh, you can tell by default the text from the paragraph tag is small. And that's pretty much all you need to know about paragraph. Paragraph, it's mostly used on the text that is more needed kuma articles. Sebenzisa vele paragraph most of the time awubhala into letiningi. So ngathi ngikopiyishe futhi. So paragraph ude something fancy, it's just paragraph nje kuphela. So this is another paragraph. So paragraph there's something fancy, but then start the refresher, and then this is another paragraph. So automatically the P tag, because ngiyivulile lana ngabe sengiyayivala, so automatically iyakhala elinye line. But then if ngitohlala ngingayivali lana bese nalana angiyivali. So basically what it does, ithatha konke lokho ngitapita refresher, ithatha everything ifaka with the same line. The reason being, it doesn't matter ukuthi wena utype kanjani ngala text editor. Ngashiya ama spaces lamaningi for example, but then mangita ngala still kuba the same. It's because yona ifocusa kule syntax lobhale ngayo ukuthi okay lana siyavula and then wa ignore wonke lama spaces lawo itakuchubeka la. So with that being said, let me just delete two of these lines, save, come refresh. So it's still the same, guys. So if we can go to the third popular tag here, I am done with this text. Let me delete them. So no, I'm done with only this two. So if we can come to the horizontal line, and if we can put it here, for example, if we can just say HR here, and we say, come here, we refresh, we come here, refresh, it will automatically divide the two paragraphs. It's because what the code does, it says, okay, we write this thing, and then ibese ihlangana na HR, kuthi kumele kube ne horizontal line. Ibese look automatically lo paragraph, this is a paragraph, imendela line lakhe, and then bese kube horizontal line. So horizontal line yenda two things at once. It breaks the line, and on that same line bese yenda horizontal line bese iyaqhubeka ngale thing. And we going to move on site go BR, which stands for break line. So break line basically is the same as the HR tag, just that yona ayifaki iline. If for example usitoyifaka lana ukuthi sifuna break up le line, what it will do, this word paragraph go separate line. So if I come here and refresh, as you can see, paragraph is on the separate line. So yeah, that's how this text function. And if we can come to another one, B, which is for bold. Most of the time, bold is used to emphasize text, to tell the user that pay more attention to this, pay more attention to this. So if we can, for example, so I forgot to tell you something. So bold actually also needs a closing tag. Reason being, if you can put the bold here, if you can put the bold here, for example, every text that will come after this, every text that will come after this, it will be bold. So for example, if I can say save and come here, you refresh, so it is bold. So you can't really tell where the bold is starting because the heading was bold on its own. So let us take it to yeah, this is a paragraph. It will be perfect. It will be perfect here. So if we can take it here and then we say refresh, as you can see, this is it's the same as like before, but then starting from paragraph going down, the text is bold. It's because the text B needs a closing tag. So if we can come here, we close the B. So this is one of the reasons why I love Sublime Text. You see, I was just typing the closing tag and then it says, oh, you need to close the B tag. So it does everything for me. If I can say, go back, refresh, so now it's the only word paragraph that is bold because I did the closing tag here. And moving on to the underline tag. The underline tag also needs a closing tag. So yeah, let's to be like this. So the underline tag still gives emphasis on the what can I say, on the text that is displayed to the user. So if we can go to the heading, or yeah, if I can go to the heading and say underline and also close the tag there. So now the heading will be underlined. If you can go back and refresh, now the heading is underlined. So guys, in these are the most popular most popular tags that are used, but the one that you probably see these days that is more popular than this one is the div tag. So probably many of you have seen this tag. So if I can just move this to here, paste, and then let me just move this a little bit forward. Yeah. So the div tag, guys, at this point you won't actually see its effect. Let me save here and then go to this and refresh. So nothing has changed. It's because everything that you do on coding, to be able to style it, to position it and things like that, everything must be in a container of some sort. So the div, it's a container for all of this. So if I were to style this div everything inside this div will be affected, yeah, in that manner. So D stands for division, yeah. So it actually divides the content of your website into, yeah, sections, things like that. So and other tags that you can use besides div, you can also use section. Yes, you can use the section tag. You can also use these are tags that you can use besides the div, and also you can use aside. You can use there are actually a lot of these tags, but then I will focus more on these tags as time goes by. At this moment we are just focusing on the major tags that as an HTML program you need to know. So yeah guys, I hope you did learn something kule video lena, yabona. And lokunye futhi, if unama questions regarding ama tags, ngithola kwenyalo ngiyoma tags le ngiwashowo lana, because ngiwona simple lo sitoba sisebenzisa wona from now. And if ungothi una question regarding ama tags, you can ask on the comment section, or you can join the WhatsApp group. It's also on the link is on the description below. And yeah guys, and thanks for watching, and let me not waste any more of your time. I will see you on the next video, where I will be basically talking about what is it, I'll be talking about elements. So yeah, in this video we're talking about tags. On the next video I will be talking about elements. So stay tuned guys, and thanks for watching.